Aisle after aisle of folding chairs, and look at this store. The shelves filled with giant plastic piggy banks.
Every single aisle has these piggy banks here.
Nope, it's not the latest craze. They're decoys. It's a tactic many stores are using to fill empty shelves at a time when the nation's experiencing major shortages of pretty much everything due to the supply chain crisis.
So what a supermarket is trying to do is hide the fact that there are shortages. They don't want to scare consumers at all.
Shopping expert Phil Leppert says there's method to the madness. Empty shelves can spark panic.
They also want to prevent hoarding from taking place the way it did in the beginning of COVID.
This store actually covered their empty shelves with a giant image of packed shelves. Fake food covering up empty shelves, tweeted the shopper who spotted the ruse, so people won't notice the cupboard is bare. And this drink's fridge sure looks full, but open it up, it's practically empty. Other stores are using a different tactic, spreading out the goods they have an abundance of.
They're taking frozen pizza, for example, that maybe just you saw one of before, and now you might see 6 or 7 of them over a bigger area to hide those empty shelves.
Another example, moving cartons of milk to the front of the shelf to make it seem full.
We better get used to it. We're going to see higher prices, we're going to see more shortages, and frankly, we're going to see retailers try even harder to be able to mask the fact that their store is empty.
Yeah, shalom. You know, first and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Akakodash. You know, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutation to the Yaki and preaching his truth, to the four corners of the youth in sincerity. Shalom to the aquas listening and learning and respecting their husband. You know, shalom to the speckled bird that may look like the other nations, but are of the nation of Israel. And the name of this video is going to be Famine Coming to a City Near You. Because we know that is one of the major prophecies written in the Bible. Famine, you know, pestilence, all these things we yet to see happening. Right? All this is the Lord fury, the Lord executing judgment on this place. You know, through famine. You understand? And as you can see, due to the hyperinflation, famine already coming up on us. You understand? Because when you go into the word hyperinflation, it's really due to economics, where they're dealing with the rise of the prices of goods and the rise of the shortages of food. You understand? And the only reason they call it hyperinflation is after a while it's been on the rise. You understand? When something just keep going up and not going down. And the reason why I say famine coming to a city near you is because it's happening in certain places already, and it's only a matter of time when it reaches your doorstep. It's only a matter of time when it reaches you, and it starts to affect you and everybody around here. You understand? That is when you're gonna know the Lord's people, right? But let me go down into the precepts one time. I go to the book of 2nd Ezra, right? Chapter 6 and 22. It says, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. You understand? And that is what's happening right now. The full storehouses showing up empty. You understand? You see them taking a whole row to fit macaroni alone, or people noticing that certain things missing from the grocery, and they're taking a while to pack back their shelves. You understand? Because the goods them on a high rise. The price to pay for them now, they can't pay for it. You understand? Because they won't be making no money on it. Right? And there's something that everybody's seeing. Everybody's seeing certain things that was cheap, now expensive. They're raising the prices on certain things. You understand? And that's all due to the hyperinflation. And that's the Lord doing famine. Right? So because even at that time in Israel, when you read the book of 2 Kings, right? Because first thing first, we get the book of Habakkuk 2 and 3, right? Where it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak. Meaning that everything written is for an appointed time. Every prophecy is for an appointed time, right? And at the end it's going to speak. A lot of the prophecies happening right now, and some of them already happened, right? But in the end time it's going to speak. Now is the end time. So it says and not lie, meaning that it will happen. It said, do it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. You understand? Do it taking a little while, wait for it. Do wait for it to come at your doorstep, for it to turn to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Famine coming. It's only a matter of time. So do it. You understand? So all these prophecies for appointed time. Now you wanna go back in history, because the Bible is one of our history book. In the book of 2 Kings, chapter 6 and chapter 6 and about 24, 25. Right, it says, and there was a great famine in Samaria, and behold, they besieged it until the ass's head was sold for 80 pieces of silver, meaning a donkey head. That is where they reach. You understand? A donkey head was sold for 4 pieces of silver, and in that time, we could only imagine how much money 4 pieces of silver was. It say, and the fourth part of a cab of dove's dung for 5 pieces of silver. So imagine a dove shit was more money than a donkey head. You understand? For some reason. Right? And that is how serious the famine was. And the scriptures say a great famine. Now people tend to take these things lightly, like the words great famine. The Lord said it was a great famine in Samaria. You understand? Meaning it was very serious. And the Lord said famine is coming as we speak. You understand? Famine is coming as we speak. But for the children, for the Lord's elect, the Lord's chosen, they don't have to worry about that famine coming. We just have to endure to the end. And I'll get some of that in Isaiah. Isaiah 65. Isaiah 65 and verse 13. It said, therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, behold, my servant shall eat, but he shall be hungry. And why did the Lord say this? Because we put him, we trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. The scripture said the just gonna live by faith. We're gonna live by faith, thinking on everything that the Lord said. The Lord said, he said, my people shall eat. So you know that you don't have to worry. He even said he will cause your enemy to entreat you. Right? So if your enemy entreating you, obviously you're gonna make your enemy feed you. But that don't mean it's gonna be easy. Because it's gonna be trying your faith same way. You understand? Some people can't go without eating. And that's a big problem for them. You understand? But in this truth, we learn to fast. That we could go without eating. Whether it be for days or even for a day. Because there's some people that can't do without it. But the Lord say he will never put a burden on you that you will leave a way for you to escape. You understand? So, back into the precept. It say, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Meaning that they who not under the protection of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, them who went and take the kill shot, you understand? Them who went going to take the mark of the beast, they who predestinated for judgment, right? They're going to be hungry. It says, behold, my servant shall drink, but he shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but he shall be ashamed. Why are we going to rejoice? Not because we eaten in it. Not because we eaten only, I should say. We're going to rejoice because everything what we were saying coming to pass. And they didn't listen. It's like, I told you so. Because everybody want to come down on us. They're going to come down on the man of the Lord. They're going to come down on the people of the Lord. But we're going to be eating regardless of what they try. We're going to be eating. We're going to be drinking. And they're going to be hungry. You understand? And that's when everybody going to see how real it is. And why they should have followed the Lord. Because a famine coming. It coming. It almost here. You understand? To this country. Right? It's behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but he shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. Of course they're going to be vexed. Of course they're going to be vexed because they're hungry. And we already know the saying, a hungry man is an angry man. You understand? And that's where it's going to come. Cannibalism going to come back on the face of the earth. You understand? Where people are going to be eating their children. People are going to be eating their family members. That is how real it's going to get. People wouldn't understand it now. But once the human body doing without food for a certain amount of time, your senses start to react. Your body start to eat yourself from inside out, and you start to malfunction. You have a piece of human flesh on a fire when it smell so delicious to you. You understand? I'm gonna go to the book of Job real quick. This is Job 5 and 20. Right, I read from 19. It says, He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yea, even in 7, there shall no evil touch thee. So this is the Lord guiding us right through Jacob's trouble and right through all our situations, you understand? And then after in verse 20 he says, In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Because even in war, even when World War III break out, you understand, all are going to increase famine as well. Because where you going to get food in that time? You understand? We pray, our prayers is for the Lord to destroy this place. And if we pour, if we constantly praying for the Lord to destroy this place, the Lord is going to destroy this place. This place already predestinated to be destroyed. And we calling upon the Lord right through, because the Lord said, the righteous blood complain continually. Right? The righteous complain continually. So we complain to the Lord continually. Right? And the Lord is going to answer. So when it says, in famine he shall redeem thee from death, because he don't know going to make you die, although you was hungry for 2-3 days. He taught us to fast. You understand? So if we fast for 2-3 days, it's nothing. It's a mindset. Now somebody who in the world now, who not eating for the first day, he start a malfunction. The second day, he start a malfunction. And not just food alone, but food and water. You understand? We're going to be the portion. We're going to be his portion or her. You understand? They're going to be docile, doing anything just to get our food. So they're going to end up taking a mark of the beast. Right? Don't stress on this too much. Back into the precepts. Go to the book of Lamentations. Lamentations 4. I'll read from verse 9. It said, They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. Now why is them that going to be slain with the sword, which is any killing device, the gun, knife, you understand, the ICBMs, all them things the sword represents, right? So why is they that going to be killed with the sword better than they going to be slain with hunger? Now let me read. It says, For these pine away, stricken through for want of the fruits of the field. Now understand this, because a man who get killed by the sword, which is a gun, that's a quick death, but hunger is a slow death. And it say pine away, because your insides, as I started to say, it started to eat away. Why it eating away? Because the body started to feed on its own self. You understand? You lost all energy. You tell me this, you're not going to resort to cannibalism. You understand? That is what's going to happen. Because they're going to be a slow and painful death. It's like torture, in other words. Somebody torturing you. Everybody want a quick death. Everybody want to chop off my head clean. But nobody don't want it to be roast on a fire. Tie up, roast on a fire. Because if you get roast on a fire, it's a serious death. It's same thing as famine. You get eaten from inside out. You understand? All because you didn't trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. If you ignore the prophets. You understand? You didn't want to follow the Lord's commandments. You scoff. You understand? You didn't understand order, instruction. All of the above. So now you end up in the last days, famine come, and you have to face the fact that you is not of the Lord's, sheepfold. You is not of the Lord's sheepfold, and you have to face that now. Face the harsh reality that you had to go through famine on your own, with them demons and them spirits, right? And the reason it say want of the fruits of the field, because you're just going to be getting eaten away wanting food. Your mind going to be constantly studying food. That's why a lot of people are going to be like zombies out there. When they start a malfunction, you're going to bite into somebody's neck. All of a sudden, everybody want to go for the weakest link to tie them up and cook them. You understand? That is where it's headed into. Right? Verse 10. It said, the hands of the pitiful woman have sodden their own children. And what the word sodden means? The word sodden means to boil or to bake. Right? That's what the word sodden means. The hands of the pitiful woman have sodden their own children. That is why the Lord serious. The Lord not even playing in that time, man. Cannibalism coming back. You're going to bake or you're going to boil your own children. It said they were their meat in the destruction of the daughter of my people. You understand? That is going to be your meat. You so love your daughter more than you have Hashem Yahushai, or you love your son more than you have Hashem Yahushai. Now you're going to eat your son. You understand? Simple as it is. It said the Lord had accomplished his fury. And that is the thing. Famine is one of the Lord's fury. One of the Lord's judgment on this place. The Lord had accomplished his fury. He had poured out his fierce anger and had kindled a fire in Zion, and it had devoured the foundations thereof. And that is just the whole thing. The Lord say he's going to begin as his sanctuary first. Meaning that he's going to target his people first. You understand? The Israelites, the Hebrew Israelites, the true children of the Most High. He's going to deal with them first. So that is why it's important for our people to wake up now, while the evil days cometh not, as the scriptures say. Because the evil days is serious days. It's a whole set of spirits roaming. You understand? You might be even able to see spirits after a while you're not eating. What's going to happen? You're going to be able to see some of them spirits. You understand? Tapping into the spiritual realm, the Lord making you see it because he want to torment you for being wicked in this place. You understand? And that is the under precept. Right? So I'm ready to book a second Ezra. The second Ezra 15, and I'll read from 19. Right? It says, a man shall have no pity on his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So what it's telling you, a man is going to come into your place, your own neighbor, your own brethren, who knows everything, who grew up with you, you understand, who you thought was good with you, to come for your goods, to come for your food because of lack of bread. He have a child home, you understand, and his child need to eat, and he have nothing because he's not of the Lord's sheepfold, and he going through tribulation as well. What's going to happen? He gonna come for you, and if he ain't get your goods, he coming for you. You might be the next meal. You understand? That's how real it going and get. That's how serious it's getting in this place, and people taking it for a joke. You understand? You have a precept with the woman, the two women, and the two women. You understand? One of them come and had a great famine again, and she was like, "Well, we had to do something about it. Well, we cook my son today and your son tomorrow." Right? And this woman now cook she's son, and when it was time for the next woman to cook she's son, she hide she's son. You understand? That's how real it is. The next woman hide she's son because she belly was already full with that woman's son already. And that's just how real it is. The Bible is bringing it to you real as can be. You understand? So let me go down on it. It says, I'll destroy their house with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation, right? Because there's great tribulation everywhere. Nothing, you can't, not even water. You understand? No food, nothing. Where you gonna turn? To Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. But if you didn't trust in the Lord before, all them days come. Right? We're gonna be a portion when them days come. You're gonna be kicked to the side like nothing. Especially for a lot of these wicked women out there who claim to be, doing what they're doing, but they in their heart and in their mind is pure hate, pure evil. You understand? They're gonna be bargaining chips. As one of my Akiams say, women gonna be bargaining chips. Because they was evil from the beginning. The Lord gonna expose a lot of them in the last days. Show their true colors. You understand? Show them and to show who they really is. Right? But going back into it, it says, behold, saith the Lord, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me. So reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, in Libanus, to turn themselves one against another and repay the things that they have done to them. Well, and there's the whole thing about it. When you read about the hyperinflation, and you read about all what's taking place, it's really world leaders. You understand? We know it's Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, but it's the world leaders, the people who run in this world, who crash the place. Because there's more than enough food to feed everybody. You understand? But Esau has his agenda to carry about. Esau has his plans. And his plans includes famine, starving the people. You understand? Starving the people alongside what? Shortage in food. And they have food and they have enough in it. But they're starving you. Right? So hopefully this video is edifying. Well, a short video. Hopefully it was edifying. I want to say Kalalayam La Alahaya Nawa. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Bashem Akakodash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone again. Salvation to the Aki and preaching the truth to the four corners of the in sincerity. Shalom to the Aquats, listening and learning and respecting their husband. Shalom to the speckled bird that may look like the other nations, but are of the nation of Israel. Shalom.